When we talk of processed foods, you may be thinking of some foods packed in a packet, but besides this, they contain artificial colors, artificial food additives, artificial flavors, refined ingredients loaded with sugar and contain very little nutritional value. Processed foods are found in almost every kitchen today. Examples of processed foods are ready-to-eat meal, sweetened breakfast cereals, canned juices and drinks, white bread, cookies, ketchup and spreads, and much more. So are all types of processed foods unhealthy? Well, not all processed foods are unhealthy. And to understand which are healthy and which are not, we first need to understand the types of processed foods. First is minimally processed foods. They are safe to eat for a longer time after processing. Roasted nuts and cut vegetables are examples of this category. Next is processed foods. These are processed foods having added salt and sugar and fats. An example is salted roasted nuts and canned fruits and vegetables. Next is ultra-processed foods. They are also known as highly processed foods. Several further processes are involved to prepare these foods besides adding salt, sugar and fats. Ready-to-eat meals, soft drinks, ice creams, pasta, chips, etc. are the examples. So all processed foods are not necessarily bad for your health, but ultra-processed foods should be avoided or intake should be in limited quantities. Though processed foods are time savers in today's fast life, nutrients in processed and ultra-processed foods may be lost during the processing. Some fortified cereals such as breakfast cereals and infant cereals are proven to prevent nutritional deficiencies. But the processing of foods certainly have some drawbacks. Many nutrients are lost in cutting, heating and drying, which cannot be added back. So processed foods are less in nutritional value even if many nutrients are added back after the processing. Besides this, processed foods are loaded with sugar, which may lead to weight gain, increased risk of diabetes and metabolic disorders. They contain artificial additives, texturing agents and artificial flavors which are a combination of chemicals. They contain refined carbs which increase the insulin and blood sugar level very quickly. They are low in fiber because natural fiber is lost during processing. They take less energy to eat and may cause overeating. Examples are ice cream, cookies and potato chips. Processed foods contain weight-increasing ingredients such as calories and lead to weight gain. Processed foods contain vegetable oils and refined oils which last longer, but these are trans fats. Trans fats may increase the cholesterol levels and risk of strokes, type 2 diabetes and heart diseases. These foods contain more sodium that may cause you acidity and increase the risk of high blood pressure and cardiovascular diseases. We understand that it is impossible to avoid the processed foods completely, but ultra-processed foods should be avoided as much as possible because they contain more calories as compared to the nutrients. And while buying processed foods at the grocery store, read the ingredients list and the nutritional values carefully. Processed foods containing healthy ingredients like olive oil, rolled oats, nuts and seeds, and other healthy ingredients do not increase the risk of chronic diseases. But foods which contain high amounts of added sugar, salt, and trans fats are linked with increased risk of heart disease, metabolic syndrome, obesity, and high blood pressure. On the other hand, fortified foods and cereals are proven to have more nutritional value as compared to the average diet. It is better to replace the processed foods with whole grains, legumes, fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, and olive oil to live a healthy longer life. Happy health!